one thing that we forget is that throughout Scripture we see many examples of people engaging in some physical way. God himself set up the Sabbath keeping, for example, and communion and baptism, which all involve so many senses and involve living out what we believe in a way that helps us believe it more, in a way that helps us understand it on a new level. For my experience, for example, Sabbath keeping, which I'm still learning to do after several years, has taught me humility like nothing else has. It's taught me to trust God like nothing else has. And I could sit around all day thinking I should trust God more, but it wasn't until I really stepped into Sabbath keeping that I learned that in my bones, so to speak. And so I don't think there's anything to be afraid of. That doesn't feel like entertainment to me at all. That feels like submission, and it feels like trust. And so I could see how the creative worship thing could feel like entertainment if we are sitting back and watching somebody creative do something, which I don't think is necessarily a problem, but we may have some challenges in keeping that from feeling like entertainment. But if we personally are being engaged in it, I guess in some ways my fear is that it may feel more like self-help more than anything else. And so I do try to kind of balance that out, or it may feel a little bit kind of self-absorbed, as any kind of creative process sometimes can. So I try also to make sure that it becomes a community is a part of the process somehow, whether we are actually doing it as a community or whether we're sharing what we learn from a personal experience in a community setting, so that we don't lose touch with it being with us being a part of the broader community of God. So that approach to creative worship, where we are personally engaged and processing through creativity, I don't personally find it a threat to become a form of entertainment.